But until then, we will stick with the heat. But until then, I'm just gonna have to wait for it, and we have to wait for all these newer Neji and Hinata Jutsu, all these Neji Hinata effects, um, like this mediocre effect. Uh, when this ninja's put in play, if you have Naruto Uzumaki and play, draw one card. For all you ignorant haters of the A New Chronicle Hinata, there's your answer. Happy? Okay, now you can shut up now and not ask for any more effects because this is what we got. Thanks. Um, if it's Lightning Earth, go for it. That's all I can say about it. It's okay stats for a turn 3, but when this ninja's put in play, if you have Naruto Uzumaki, draw a card. Maybe splashable if you want to run the OCs and the Tail Beast form. That's all I can say. If you want to go Lightning Earth and you want to use OC in that, go for it. Put it in. But uh, need I say more? Lightning Earth OC decks. I'm not saying it won't work. It's just not going to be made. It's not going to be that commonly seen. Uh, Prove me wrong though. Make the deck. I'm not saying it won't work. I'm not saying it won't work. I'm just saying it'll be hard to find. So I'm just probably talking out of my ear at this point. The Genin Hinata. Strictly for growth. I don't know why you would want a growth over this one because she's a 1-1 healthy and a 1-1 injured. If you feel lucky enough to get her injured and you put in the Hinata that gets a growth coin every time she's sent out to battle in injured status, okay. Or if you want to growth into her turn 3 form and actually make her a 4-4, that's okay too. But it's strictly for growth. Take it or leave it. I I don't mind this Hinata though. I mean, if I was even in my Byakugan deck, I would probably, if it weren't for Absolute that could make her use Byakugan jutsus for free, I would probably use this one. But there are better Hinatas to be honest. If it's an Earth Tempo deck, I can see you using this Hinata, but anything else, I don't know. It's just strictly for growth into the turn 3 Hinata at its best. So, are all you Earth Tempo users out there, should be good for you. Hanabi. Well, we've already gotten 2 decent Hanabis at this point for us Byakugan users, and this, everybody else, nobody cares about Hanabi, but the Hanabi is always going to be strictly for the Byakugan jutsus until this one. I guess if you want to stick to the element and you don't want Naruto, Sasuke, the newer Rock Lee coming out at turn 0, or if you just have a Byakugan deck and you want some combat for it and you don't want the entrance cost one for some reason, I guess this one would be okay for it. It's definitely better than the A New Chronicle Hanabi, to be honest. Uh, but this is definitely a good answer to say cards like Choji, both Chojis, to because I can see this. This is what it was probably meant to be competition for. Because even if your opponent swings with Choji, the one that gives it damage when it's sent out to battle, the formation Choji injures her and she still gets +1/+1. It'll be a tie, and then it'll kill both of them. So anyway, there's not much to say on it. It's if you want your Earth 3-0 and you don't want it to be Choji, especially with the new Chunin one that's coming out, that'll be okay. That'll do you some good for in the meantime. Sleeping in the open. Each time your injured ninjas is sent out to battle, those ninjas are changed to healthy status. If you've got Futaba, good for you. But it's just a permanent 2, and that's my problem with it. There are better cards to heal all your healthy ninjas. After the battle, I think is better than this. Granted, it's turn 2, and you probably won't use it on turn 2, but it gets every injured ninja to healthy status. So I personally would rather run after the battle rather than sleeping in the open. Unhealed wound. I don't know what to think of this so far. I want to like this card, and I'm liking it at first. the end of each player's turn, that player has discard. If that player has one or more injured ninjas, they must discard one of them. Um, definitely, I can definitely see this as the Earth form of Baki in a sense. Um, but here's the thing: the attacker for the turn, if they start off with healthy ninjas, this mission will not be that intimidating. It will only make them hesitant to attack because it might make them second guess themselves into for them thinking like, oh, I don't want to risk injuring my ninjas and then having to discard them. Um, but I really like this jutsu, especially with the all the earth jutsus that injure ninjas. This one gives them a little bit of justice if you run them. Um, I think it was Bruce who said that who a few podcast episodes ago said Bandai, give me my damaging earth jutsus now. Stop injuring them. I think it was like because of an exploding blade from a new Chronicle. He's like no, it sucks. Why can't it give one damage? It's an exploding blade. Give one damage. It's like Bandai, give me my damaging earth jutsus now. But I guess you could sort of say this is their response, Bruce or whoever said it. Uh, Subtle of me, I know. I know you guys so well, but at the end of each play, that's their response, I guess. Take it or leave it, to be honest, because I don't think it's going to get much better than that until they actually do make the earth damaging jutsu, without Byakugan. Um, yeah, this definitely just gives a lot more reason to use any earth jutsus that injure, like say the paper bomb. I like it. Tempo Earth is gonna like it. Any I like this card. It really expands out to the Earth jutsus that injure and any jutsu that injures for that matter. So I really like Unhealed Wound. The Hinata theme in general was okay. It's just a solid B preview. If you're a casual deck maker like myself, I like it. Definitely makes more cards open. But if you're really hardcore competitive, the one you should be looking at the most is Unhealed Wound for all you people out there for the upcoming Kages. Uh, but anyway, that's my explanation for the previews this week. Nothing special other than just looking at the previews and pointing out the likes and dislikes. Uh, I don't think there's anything else I have left to say but suddenly I just get the urge to say to remind something. Anything? Um, yeah, that's pretty much just a solid Earth. I like the Earth preview. Don't knock on the Deidara because he's really really good. I like the new Deidara. I like the new signature technique to go with the plastic arts one. Don't knock until you try it, guys. That's all I can say. But oh yes, yes. Now I know why. If this gets cut off, there will be a video to follow up on this one because this has to be addressed. Um, guys, Texans '07 is not perfect. Get off his back already. Stop making the threads that say like it's like, oh, I want my previews. I want to see my previews. You know, it's like they didn't put them up last week. Oh, what are they doing? Bandai's bad. They're really bad in the office. I'm like, guys, stop it, okay? It's just like the people who were just complaining about OC and Tail Beast form and they were thinking about quitting. Stop it. That's really not that mature of you. Um, and even for those like I forgot the name of the guy who posted up the thread, but and that's right. I'm not going to name any names here for discussions like these. Um, even if you're just saying like, well, I thought there was going to be a preview today. Why would you start a thread about that if you didn't want to complain? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, guys, don't take anything that I say here personally, okay? I don't take this forum chit chat that seriously, okay? If I did, these videos would be a lot longer and be a lot more personal. So it so please don't take this personally in any sense. Just take it as friendly criticism or some friendly advice and just maybe a little bit of venting from me. But by no means take this personally. We're all friends here.